Hello everyone, today we'll be looking at the Lner J70 Tram. Designed by James Holton, 12 of these unique engines were built between 1903 to 1921. Numbering was all over the place. The first two built in 1903 were numbered 135 and 136. Then, in 1908, 3 more were added to the fleet. These became 137, 138, and 139. One was built in 1910, and it became 130 for some reason. The next 3 in 1914 became 127, 128, and 131. The final 3, built in 1921, were numbered 125, 126, and 129. For once in his life, Edward Thompson made a good decision in his life and gave these guys consistent numbers. Under the 1946 renumbering scheme, these 11 were renumbered 8216 to 8226. Only one member didn't get a renumber, being 138. 138 was withdrawn in 1942. Reasons for engines being preserved include being the first built, being the last built, being the first withdrawn, being the last withdrawn, being the inspiration for a fictional character, or simply being at the right place at the right time. This means our best candidates are 135, 129, 138, and 127. We've been able to reduce our candidates to less than half our original number. I think we can first rule out 138. It was the first withdrawn, and the only withdrawn member of this class for 70 years. But the thing is that this logo was withdrawn during World War II. During World War II, barely any logos were being withdrawn, and if that was because they were either too damaged or people simply had bigger fish to fry. I'm also going to rule out 127. It was the inspiration for Toby. However, not many people know that, and it was only the third withdrawn. Several engines are bought due to being one of the last few withdrawn, some including B12 number 8572, Blue Peter, and E4 number 3473, Burst Grove, etc. After doing some research, the answer is clear. The last ever J70 was the last one withdrawn. Number 129 was completed alongside 2 of its classmates. However, it was given the highest BR number at 68226. Therefore, it can be considered the last member of the class, and it was withdrawn August 2nd, 1955. Out of all the J70s, I believe the chances for preservation are 135, 10%, 136, 5%, 137, 5%, 138, 5%, 139, 5%, 130, 2%, 127, 10%, 128, 2%, 131, 2%, 125, 2%, 126, 2%, and 129, 50%. As for where 129 will reside, not even a question. That would be the East Anglian Railway Museum. It would reside there as a static display. That's it for this episode of Which to Be Preserved. I'll see you all later. As for the next episode, things will get complex as we look at the LNYR Class 28.